What is going on, everyone? Chris,
what's up?
Today we are going to do a, I guess you could call them deathcore. I mean, they're heavy. The band is called Brand of Sacrifice. It's a brand new song called Exodus. Came out a day ago.
And with a band name like that, you kind of have to be heavy, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I will say this. I have heard some of their older music. They fall in line with the Lorna Shore vibe. Mm-hmm. But I think they're a little more like technical, if I'm not mistaken, and they kind of add some like little zest. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, zest?
Yeah, so Brand of Sacrifice, just a little rundown. They kind of came out in 2018. They are considered a technical, brutal deathcore band, and they are based out of Toronto and Manhattan, New York.
Brutal.
They are rising. I definitely think that they're growing from what I've seen. I've not heard this song yet. I'm very excited. I did have a video that I watched that somebody said that they have one of the more brutal breakdowns in this video.
In this video?
In this video.
Oh, that'd be exciting to see.
That's one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to kind of react to it with you.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like, you know, like I said, I really like all music, but this kind of style, the breakdowns and stuff are really, that's where my heart's at.
Yeah.
There's a part of me
you can't go wrong with a good breakdown, right?
Yeah, and you can't go wrong with some technicality. I like a little bit of technical
That's when the song goes and you're feeling it, and then that breakdown hits and you're just like,
yeah. It makes you like, it gets your balls growing. It makes you feel like a man. You know what I mean? It's good stuff. So anyways, let's get going on this. Guys, make sure if you like what we do, you subscribe, you like, you share.
Yeah.
And we also we have a separate channel that we do a podcast called Pardon My American Podcast.
Yep.
If you guys like what we do, follow Pardon My American Podcast. Let's get this thing going.
And here we go. Brand of Sacrifice. This is Exodus.
It's got that Browning vibe, little dance.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm just going to say, I really like it when the music drops out and like they have the screaming. I like that. And then when it comes in with like an 808, just like they did, and then it gets heavy again. It's just like it drops out.
Yes. So like, here's the thing. Like, this brings me back a little bit to that. Like, listen, I like the Browning. There's a band called the Browning. I don't even know if you've listened to them, but they are like techno, like metal, and they have these like a lot of synthesizers, and right off the bat, these guys bust in with that little bit of a dance beat.
Oh yeah.
Then that pause and scream, and then it just kicks you straight in the nuts. So let's do this shit. I want to see this stuff. Back it up a couple seconds. Let's start this fresh here.
We'll go. Yeah, we'll go about here.
See, it's aggressive. Ooh, there's the... Dude, it's in the detail. You hear those little sounds. Little blast beats.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, so
that's an interesting chorus this guy here.
Okay,
I wasn't expecting like the singing style to come in, honestly.
Okay, so again, we did the Vended song the other day, and very like early 2000s, that new metal vibe. I will say this, I do love how Slaughter to Prevail has embraced a little bit of the new metal vibe. Lorna Shore, not so much, but these guys, just in this clip here, they're very heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Very like blast beat driven.
Fast pace.
A lot of like sounds going on, which is amazing. This chorus to me screams like shit. It's like, it's got like the Spine Shank vibe. Like it's
a little bit.
And so what I do, we'll say this, is it the best voice in the world? No. And I can say the same thing about Slaughter to Prevail, but I will say this, I will guarantee you that when he sings on stage, it sounds just like what he's singing like, and that's all I can ask for.
Oh yeah, if you ever go to a live show and the singer and the band sound exactly like what you hear in your ears every day, you can't ask for anything better than that.
Well, and so when I used to go to Ozfest, before I started going to Warped Tour, I went to all the Ozfest, right? And the one thing that I loved about nu metal bands is, were they the best singers when they sang? No. But they didn't adjust their voice to make it better. They sang like they sang, and when they performed, it sounded like that. And so when you listen to it and you're like, yeah, I like these guys, man. The voice is good. You go hear it, and it was good.
Yeah.
Now it's like you have these great singers, quote unquote, and you go see them live, and they can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't do it. So, hey, is it my favorite voice for the singing? And I want you to back up about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite voice? I don't know yet. Let's see if it grows on me.
We'll see how the progression goes.
But good for him for trying, dude.
Yeah. I like that.
Yes.
I like it.
Yep. Ooh. Very 2000s.
Ooh, I like that scream.
There it is. There's that Lorna Shore vibe there, too. Oh, yes. God. Dude, that made my balls quiver. Stop that. Listen, bro. Listen. I
don't know what it is about just that deep pig squeal guttural. Just
dude, it was the combination, so man. It's the listen. The production value of this, and whoever produced this album did a fantastic job, and I'm sure a lot of it came with their ideas as well, but. That scream with the 808 rumbling in the background, that's the kind of stuff that, like, it's such a small detail, but it really emphasizes that part.
Oh, yeah.
And listen, I'm a dad, bro, okay? So I know some of the people watching, you're like 22 years old, man. I'm 37, okay? So I'm coming from, like, a little bit older generation. I know that I'm not as hip on this stuff, but I love it. I love this music. I listen to this stuff all the time. Yeah. I can tell you that this is, like... This is great production right here. And this is something that, like, the deathcore scene, in the past, and that kind of brutal music that it was kind of evolving, the production is getting so much better on this stuff. Slaughter to Prevail, these guys, Lorna Shore, they are murdering it right now. And it's based on the fact that not only is it heavy as shit, but it is clean sounding. Very, very clean. And breakdowns, to me, are kind of getting a little bit beat up. You know, you hear a lot of them, so it kind of gets generic after a while, especially when you got a ton of generic bands. I'm sorry, but the breakdown scene, you hear one, you hear them all. These guys are really setting themselves apart, man.
Yeah, I love how they have a lot of, like, almost... It almost feels like the song is kind of in the same tempo, but then you have so many, like, different drum beats coming in, and there's transitions. The transitions are really good. There was one here a while back where the drum tempo changed, but then right before that, everything kind of dropped out, and then they had a little riff right as it came in. That little shit makes all the difference.
I haven't listened to these guys as much. I'm a big fan of Slaughter to Prevail. A really big fan. I'm a big fan of Lorna Shore. I think they are heavy. They're one of the heaviest bands. Slaughter to Prevail is heavy as hell too.
Yeah.
But what I like is that this is kind of in the middle. Slaughter to Prevail to me is a little more straightforward, like driven, and then Lorna Shore is a little more guttural and freaking technical. And these guys are incorporating all those sounds and the kind of Slaughter to Prevail vibes with just the beastness of Lorna Shore, and it's amazing, dude.
And I like the almost like a throwback feel to the early 2000s, just on the singing he does in the chorus. Yeah. Almost sounds Linkin Park-ish. To me, his vocals has that the higher pitch, but it's also a little bit gritty. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, Chester was an amazing singer, man. Despite what a lot of people may say, I thought he was phenomenal. I don't know if I hear that, but it's in that ballpark of that kind of style for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's do this. There it is.
Definitely got multiple layers over the vocals.
That's good. Those sustains right there. Ooh, is this coming?
Ooh. Grab the sword.
What's that bass? Yes. He's giving Lorna Shore a run for their money right there, dude. Listen, that was
I don't know what that was there. Dude, no, but so that was like he did so many different things with
Lorna Shore. That was what got them on the map. Was the fact that he could do these vocal things with his voice. It's like a slaughterhouse for pigs.
And if you haven't watched the video where he shoves the microphone down his not the microphone but the camera down his throat and then does all the screaming techniques and they record what his actual esophagus and his throat does, it's insane.
It's crazy, and they have not seen it before. It's a new style that Lorna Shore is, and I'm not saying, I'm thinking that Lorna Shore has made that kind of like cool, and they were the first ones to really do that. Listen, he's given a run for his money. He's showing that, hey, other people can do that too.
Yeah.
Because that was disgusting in the best way possible, man. Like, listen, that is heavy to me. That is absolutely heavy to me.
Yeah,
Please cut it back about 15 seconds. Let's just run that one more time. I just got to hear that last little... Oh, there's a black. God. And the dreadlocks are so good too. I love the dreadlocks, man.
Ooh. Slow it down.
And bringing that dance vibe back in.
Oh, here we go.
It's the Browning right there. If they say they're not influenced by the Browning, they're lying. There it goes, right in the chorus.
I'm digging it, dude.
I love this part right here. This is very big.
Ooh. Yes, finish it off strong.
God damn.
Ooh. There it is.
Yeah, so we did Vended, Dead to Me. We did that yesterday, day before yesterday. And that was your one criticism, was that you felt like it was building and it stopped.
Yeah.
And that, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you think the song's wrapping up and then they hit you with that last gut punch.
I love that. I love that technique. Where instead of just kind of fading the song out, you have that one big final hurrah at the end.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bro, that is listen, I don't want to be hyperbolic, but that is a 10 out of 10 for this guy. That is exactly what I want to see the new metal scene look like.
Yeah.
And listen, that's not for everybody. I get that. That is not going to be for everybody. But this right here is what we need.
It's for me.
Yeah, it's we need a little bit of the slower stuff. We need the heavy stuff, and good for Brand of Sacrifice, because listen, you're making a name for yourself. There's no doubt. Yep. Lorna Shore's Explosion. If you're coming out with shit like this,
you're right up there too.
You're following in good footsteps, man. So love it. Thank you guys for listening. Hey, if you like what we do, again, go hit that subscribe button. It's right below us. Follow, like, and share, and you can also check out our other channel, Part of My American Podcast. We have some YouTube stuff and Apple Music, and we'd love your support. You guys take care of yourselves.